2K Sports. We've got the excitement of the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Paul George.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. We've got Joel Embiid, Yabusele out there with George. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's McCain in at the 2 spot. Duran out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's Alex Caruso. Then there's Bird. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard. And Greg, when you're facing the front of a back-to-back, how much does that affect you as a player?
Before and after the game, for sure, it's on your mind. But once the whistle blows, you have to live in the moment. You can bet the coaches are very aware of it.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
The countless hours Paul George has put into that three-point shooting, a huge part of his development.
Şengün with a screen on Maxey. Van Vliet. A second chance effort. And it's Şengün getting it to go.
Well, how about the perseverance there? The extra
pass to Yabusele. Launches it. And that's collected by Burke. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. The challenge is slowing down Joel Embiid. Asked coach what the game plan was. He said with Embiid, you know he's going to get to the line. You know he's going to get his. Our goal is to keep him away from the basket. If we get him settling for jumpers, that's a win for us. We'll see if they can force him to become a shooter in this one. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Van Vliet after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Şengün with the bucket.
A guy who is ready to fight for it. Şengün using that strength to get that one to go.
Here's Maxey. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Van Vliet picks one up.
Yeah, easy call.
This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
Maxey hits them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Van Vliet with it. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Pass to Şengün. Lays it up and banks it in. Şengün's got 6.
Let the big fella eat. Şengün just doing his thing down low.
Here's Embiid. Off target at the rim.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And here's Maxey following Larry Bird's 3. And that one's good. Maxey.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
And here is Caruso. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Şengün with the screen for Van Vliet. Shot clock at 6. No good on the triple.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Embiid in the corner. And the dunk by Embiid.
And you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Embiid throwing it down with some funk.
Van Vliet passes to Duran. Bird inside the three-point line. It's good. Bird's got his second basket of the game.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Oh, clever pass there from Maxey. So good at finding his teammates.
Here's Van Vliet. No scoring in this one. Out to Bird. Over to the left wing. Here's Şengün. Rebound by the 76ers.
And really just a bad loss. No other way to put it. I mean, they maybe overlooked some of the bench players because those reserves got loose offensively.
Offensive rebound. Embiid, no good. Gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Fires the three. And McCain pulls it down. The 76ers leading by 3. And George kicks to Yabusele. Back to George. Three-pointer. George missing again. Gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. A nice shot by Bird.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
And the 70. Here's someone who's really been playing well, earning the Player of the Month in the East, Larry Bird.
With the way he shot it over this stretch of games, you just knew this was coming. Everything that he's let fly from deep has been nothing but cold, hard cash. I mean, defenders have been tripping over themselves trying to contest him from outside that arc.
Gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Christie can't make it.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
To the inside, Embiid. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
And right there, Embiid showing he's just too big and too skilled to stop.
Now here's Beverly. Bird inside. Embiid's there. Bird misses. Right side Maxey. Pass to McCain. Embiid with a screen on Christie. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Embiid's got 8.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And now Maxey pushing it up, and no one back there to stop him.
Well, the length of Paul George creating opportunities for his team. He covers an awful lot of ground with that wingspan.
Screen by Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now, here's Maxey. He's got 6. And Beverly kicks to Şengün. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
And, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Here's McCain. Scoreless thus far.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
76ers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And the first one drops. Ball, he's checked in for Duren. Good on both. Gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Maxey against Beverly, driving in. George with the steal. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Good. George has got 8.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you. Now
Beverly. Bird outside. Sinks the three-pointer. 10 points for him.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
And the 76ers call time here. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Joel Embiid. And now, here are a set of teams that have held their opponents to very few points in the second half of the season.
And they've shown no slippage defensively. If anything, they've become more stifling since the break. I mean, they're playing inspired, passionate basketball at that end of the floor.
The shot's good from Christie.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Here's Yabusele. Still scoreless. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Oh, nice shot by Maxey. He is definitely a three-level guy.
Maxey against Van Vliet. Christie. That ball. Great assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 3 assists tonight. Maxey looking it over. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one is on both.
Probably the last guy you want to foul out there. Maxey almost automatic at the strike.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. And so he makes both from the line. Gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Van Vliet passes to Wagner. Bird dishes to Bowl. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, inside, Bowl does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Maxey finds Oubre. Over Bowl. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Now, here's Wagner. Hasn't made one yet. And Bird gets it to go on the assist from Wagner.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thank you. Tyrese Maxey has stepped up into a starring role with the 76ers. He says these guys have the ultimate confidence in me, all the way from the organization down to the players. So I can just go out there and be aggressive, play my game, even through mistakes. It's all part of extraordinary growth for the guard. Kevin?
DA thanks. He is rewarding their faith. And I love his statement on growth. He's always looking to expand. Now, here's Bowl. That one a little long. Here's Maxey. And it's Wagner with the rebound. To the middle. Here's Bird. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
The way Maxey can twist and contort on a finish is so tough to defend.
Here's Bird. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Only 1 miss in his first 8 attempts. Coming out of the gate strong.
Inside, here's Edwards. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Van Vliet passes to Bowl. The 3. Here's Bird. That shot off the mark. Great tee that time from Edwards. Oubre outside. Here's Bona. No good. That would have tied it.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Van Vliet kicks to Bird. Back to Van Vliet. Offline with his 3. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They trail by 3.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
To the right side. Bull, the pass to Bird. Here's Wagner. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. They're up by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Reddish out there with Bull. Then there's Jalen Duren. Then it's Alex Caruso. And it's Simmons in at the 1 spot. Bull, that's good.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And for the 76ers, Kelly Oubre out there with Embiid. Then it's Butler. Then there's Edwards. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position. Count that one. Embiid's got 10 points.
And likes the view from there. He's a strong mid-range shooter.
Well, sometimes when you've got size, your release point is so high that you're going to get a good look no matter what.
Now, here's Bull. Pass to Duren. Back to Bull. Just 5 to shoot. Doubled by Oubre. Here's Caruso. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Caruso's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Well, their pass to Embiid. Shoots over Duren. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got 4 rebounds in this game. Reddish. And it's Grimes with the rebound. The 76ers trail by 6. Pass to Embiid. Now Butler. Embiid the screen. To the paint. This is where Embiid wants the ball.
Oof, what a scary sight. Joel Embiid with all that momentum taking it. Great train.
Here's Bull. Here's Duren. Shoots over Oubre. Shot's good by Duren. Duren's got his first points of the night. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Butler with the ball. Outguarded by Simmons. Here's Embiid. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
Şengün's checked in for Bull. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident they'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Jalen Duren, shooting 1.
That's good from Duren. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And the 76ers call time here. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Paul George.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage.
And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
But he's got NBA range. There's no doubt about that. Oubre with 3-and-D ability on the wing.
And Simmons kicks to Caruso. Pass to Duren. Clock at 6. Here's Şengün. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 4th assist in this one. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Embiid. Embiid punches it down.
Well, no question, Joel Embiid is page 1 on the scouting report. Maybe page 2 and 3 as well. He is a handful.
Pass to Caruso. Down low. Here's Şengün. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Oubre sets the screen for Butler. It's sent back down by Simmons.
That is the long arms and defensive prowess of Ben Simmons on display.
He gets that one.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now here's Butler. Scoreless thus far. Oubre with it. Over Şengün. That one wide left. Gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor. Pass to Simmons. To the wing on the left. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
And checking out the numbers for Ben Simmons, his last 10 games, he's right around 5 points a night, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And it's nice to be able to bring someone with his defensive skill set off the bench.
I think, in fact, to win a championship, you usually need a guy like this on your roster.
Larry Bird's checked in for Cameron Reddish. Here's Grimes. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. A three-pointer off the mark.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
To the paint. Out to Bird. To the left side wing. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. I'll get a chance to check out the seeding out east. 4 games left on the schedule here. And you take a look at this home team. Very strong season they've had. Always at or near the top of the conference. And right now they're in first place in contention for that. Exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason. And checking out Philadelphia. Not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
And seeing where the 76ers are, they went backwards this year in a big way. That turnaround that we kept waiting for just never materialized.
Here's Duren. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Here's George. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. George has got 10 points.
How about the dribble drive ability of Paul George? The quick handles for a guy his size.
Duren wide open. And McCain pulls it down.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Count that one from Van Vliet.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
George against Bird. Now here's George. Guarded close. Can't hit that one. Gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Van Vliet outside. Bird, the pass to Şengün. He's looking for Caruso and finds him. And that one, good.
And when you look at Şengün's assist numbers, he's already proven to be an elite passer for a big man.
Pass to Yabusele. Embiid with it from outside the arc. Wow, Embiid from long range.
they're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Bird outside. Now here's Caruso. And here is Şengün. He's got 14. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Did Şengün answer the bell tonight, or what? Tremendous offensive performance.
The three from George. It's rebounded by Şengün. An impressive 65% having their way with this defense. Bird kicks to Caruso. Pass to Van Vliet. Here's Şengün. Lays it up off the glass. Şengün's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Now Embiid, defended by Duren. Caruso finds Bird. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher. I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Here's Van Vliet. 76ers getting the bucket. On the wing, Bird. There's the three. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Now here's Bird. After the miss from Tyrese Maxey. And it's good, 2 points. And that's 18 points for Larry Bird.
Well, we know that Fred VanVleet can be relied upon to find the open man. This guy's so consistently good at it.
Pass to Embiid. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Wow, Embiid pulls the defender in close and then gets all the contact he wants.
For Philadelphia, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. The free throw drops for Embiid.
Better than most centers from the line. Embiid exceptional with his hands.
And the 76ers making a change here. Grimes is checked in.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
Now here's Beverly. He has yet to score. Shot from 12. Again, the miss by Bird.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy, just struggling to make shots right now.
A nice shot by McCain.
Well, there you see Paul George as a facilitator. He can create his own, or he can get somebody else open.
Here's Beverly. Bird right side to the left wing. Here's Bull. Great play by Bird to set it up. Bull's got 4 points this quarter.
And the big fella knows how to score the basketball. Bull's understanding of when to look for his next level.
Pass to Embiid for the three. Bird pulls it in. Bird's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Beverly dishes to Bird. Over Maxey. And it's Bird missing.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game.
The active hands of Bird create that opportunity. He doesn't get enough credit for his impact defensively.
The 76ers trail by 13. George passes to Grimes. High post, Embiid. Over Nance. Here's Grimes. The three-pointer, no good. Bird right side. Inside. Pass to Bull. 1 second left. Wow! Unbelievable! Unbelievable.
Can't do it much better than that right before the clock expires.
What a way to seize momentum. Can it carry over into the next quarter? Beautifully done.
And that does it for the first half of play. Up by 15. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well.
I'm guessing my buddy over here loving it. They were forcing the ball into the paint with excellent results.
Hey, it's not rocket science. I keep telling people that.
Now it's time to check in. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
We've got Fred VanVleet. Bird is out there with Alperen Şengün. Then it's Duren. And it's Caruso in at the 2. And for the 76ers, Yabusele out there with George. Then there's Embiid. Then there's Maxey. And it's McCain in at the shooting guard.
Paul George's shooting form is just so pretty. This guy's ability to make shots so easy.
Maxey against VanVleet. And here's Bird from the arc. Traps in the tray. Bird's got 23.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Embiid. It's blocked, and he gets it back. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And we know how good Embiid is at drawing fouls, especially in the painted area. He welcomes the contact.
And the first one at the line is good.
I really don't think there's a more impactful player in the league. Even on nights when his stats don't show it, Embiid changes everything when he's on the floor.
Wagner's checked in for Jalen Duren. Now here's Caruso. He has 5. Pass to VanVleet. 6 on the shot clock. Now Caruso. Here's Wagner. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Mo Wagner will never back down from physical defense. Never. It's not in his DNA.
George against Bird. And George gets to Yabusele. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. The specter of injury seems to always loom over Paul George's career, Doris.
Well, Kevin, I think it's very hard for Paul George fans to take out of their mind completely that gruesome injury he suffered. But we've got to give this young man a ton of credit. He has managed his play and his health to a very high level and still one of the most gifted players this game has seen.
Now, here's Maxey. He's got 12. Pass to Embiid. To the middle. Here's Yabusele. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Here's Caruso. Now, here's Şengün. He's got 20. VanVleet with the bounce pass. Şengün inside. That one good for 2. Şengün's got 22 points.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Timeout called the 76ers.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Embiid. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. 4th in rebounding, and he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And he's so explosive, so hungry. You really can't keep him off the glass when he wants to get there. That's why he's top 5 in rebounding. Now, here is George. 13 points in the game. Over Bird. George, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Caruso, the pass to Wagner. And here is Şengün. Guarded by Embiid. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Embiid with authority.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Now, Caruso. He has 5. Bird. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Bird's got 5 points in the quarter.
Just such great consistency on that jump shot. Even though he's not always squared up, Bird terrific in the catch-and-shoot game.
Now, here's Maxey. He's got 12. McCain's shot is off. Gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Pass to Caruso. Van Vliet up top. He's covered by Maxey. The 76ers trail by 17. Here's McCain. And he jams it with authority.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the last few years we saw teams giving up bounties worth of draft picks and trades for star players. But with teams now possessing more roster spots to develop prospects and about 3/4 of the tradable picks hoarded by just a third of the NBA's teams, we may not see so many picks given up moving forward. Kevin?
You're exactly right, David. Something certainly to keep an eye on. Now, here is Bird. After the miss from Joel Embiid. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 11 rebounds in the game. Pass to Maxey. Nobody near George. Buries the long-range jumper.
3 points.
George has got 6 points in the quarter.
Nice on-time pass to Paul George. He's shot ready. Nicely done.
And here is Şengün. Here's Bird. Drilled from 11 feet out. Bird's got 27 points.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's Embiid. He's got 25. Yep, that one goes.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Van Vliet with it. Bird left side. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got assist number 5 here tonight. And here's Maxey. Pass to George. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. They get the rebound. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because...
And here we go. Coach's challenge on that goaltending call. The coach didn't think the call was correct.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on, the ruling on the floor is confirmed that the call was incorrect.
If via replay there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. And so the decision is in. NBA Replay Center has ruled, guys. The call stands on the goaltend.
And maybe the only downside is that you use up your one coach's challenge for the game. So if anything happens beyond this point, you might wish you had that back. Smart not to take any chances and give it another look on the replay. That's such a valuable safety net for the officials to have.
Pass to Bull. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. And they double up Simmons. Wagner on the wing. Good on the three-point shot. Wagner's got 5 points now this quarter.
So nice to see Mo Wagner evolving into the modern big, sinking that three-point shot with real confidence.
Here's Embiid. Ben Simmons with the rebound. Gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Good work there as it goes. Wagner's got 9.
Wow, you can't let Wagner get established like that. If he does, scoring is easy.
To the inside. Here's Embiid. And Bull sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Kelly.
Maxey kicks to Oubre. And Bull sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Bull uses it to perfection to block shots.
Here's Beverly. Still without a basket. 5 on the clock. Pass to Christie. Fires, high post. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
It's tipped. Here's Bona. And Bull pulls it down. Bull's got 4 rebounds in this game. Out to the wing. Maxey against Christie. Just his first attempt, and that one's good. Beverly.
Catches Beverly in the mid-range. Go ahead, sir. We see you.
Pass to Bona. Shot to stop the run. And Simmons with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Over in the corner, Beverly. Off target from outside. The 76ers trail by 19. Here's Maxey. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Now here's Beverly. Pass to Bull. Knocked loose. And now the 76ers on the break. Here's McCain. Defended by Beverly. Here's McCain. The tray. And Bull pulls it down. Bull's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Christie kicks to Beverly. Simmons on the wing. Six to shoot. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Oubre, right side. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Now Beverly. 51 seconds left to play in the third. Down low. Out to the right wing. Christie. Nailed from three-point land. Christie's got 10.
What a nice find by Mo Wagner. I like this guy's unselfish approach to the game.
Pass to Bona. Wide open. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. Here's Christie. Simmons with it. Beverly for three. Rebound by the 76ers. Grimes has got rebound number 5 here tonight. No good on the three. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. They lead by 18. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Simmons, Patrick Beverly out there with Christie. Then it's Bol. And it's Wagner in at the center, locking down the middle. And that one's good by Butler.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Pass to Christie. Back to Beverly. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Patrick Beverly is the kind of competitor every team wants. Gets himself a trip to the free throw line.
Beverly. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
Boy, Patrick Beverly, what a pleasure this guy is to watch. The level of competitiveness, the commitment to the defensive end. Man, he can raise the team.
Both free throws good from Beverly.
And throughout his career, Beverly has remained a pest, an aggressive defender that no one likes having him guard.
Butler dishes to Oubre. Good, and Butler gets the assist.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
Pass to Christie. Now, here's Bol, covered by Oubre. And Beverly kicks to Simmons. Count it.
My goodness, defense was there, but Ben Simmons makes that finish look easy.
And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Oubre, a screen on Beverly. Oubre outside. Another three for Philadelphia.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Christie. Back to Beverly. Wagner with it. Guarded by Embiid. It's deflected. Here's Christie. Outside, Simmons. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Wagner. The 76ers trail by 13. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Butler passes to Embiid. Simmons pulls it in.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point. Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Here's Butler, and it's blocked. Pass to Christie. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Bol finds Duren. Here's Simmons. Edwards defending. Back to Duren. Great D that time from Oubre. The 76ers trail by 15. Outside Butler. Pass to Embiid. Puts it up. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Now here's Beverly. Inside, here's Christie. Back to Beverly. Here's Bull. It's Beverly on the wing. Christie kicks to Simmons. The offensive rebound. Duren gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Butler against Beverly. To the paint. Here's Embiid. Embiid absorbs the contact on the finish.
Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
Guard it.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the home team had some words for the team during the break. Now, he kept it simple in the huddle. He said, play smart. If we don't beat ourselves, we walk away with the win. Keep it simple, and we got this. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. Pass to Duren. Bird right side. Great D that time from Edwards. The 76ers trail by 15. Here's Grimes. It's 3-pointers off the mark. Here's Christie. Bird outside. From downtown. Connects again from distance.
Well, we expected him to come in firing. It's just another three-point barrage.
What a phenomenal run it's been for him. Nearing 5th on the list of most triples in a season. Şengün against Embiid. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Duren finds Bird. Now here's Şengün. Back to Bird. Nice move. The shot's good. Bird's got 34.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Christie. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Kelly Oubre. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Patrick Beverly. Philadelphia also making some changes. Yabusele, he's checked in for Oubre, and Maxey subbed in for Edwards. Pass to Christie. No good from outside. The 76ers trail by 21. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey. 14 points for Tyrese Maxey.
And great hustle from Maxey in the open court, getting there on the fast break.
Here's Bird. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul, third team foul.
First one falls for him.
Few players have the overall game of Larry Bird. Obviously, we know he can shoot the lights out, but he's also an elite level passer.
The 76ers making a switch here. George is checked in. Maxey finds George. 76ers moving the ball around. Shoots over VanVleet. The shot by George, no good. Gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Bird looking it over. Bird sets the screen for Şengün. Shoots a fader, and Bird with the basket on the assist by Şengün. Şengün's got 3 assists tonight. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. George, no good. Bird against George. He's feeling it. And got it! Another basket.
With 40 points in the game, he has claimed the #2 spot now.
In GA, every game he has been a huge threat to just explode on the offensive end. What a marvelous year for him.
And now an amazing 53 games of 40 or more points, passing Wilt's mark set back in 1963. The incredible 62 effort of Chamberlain still looms as the top spot.
George against Bird. Over George. No good from Bird.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall. This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Van Vliet passes to Bird. Basket counts. Bird's got 42 in the game.
Well, they're just riding the hot hand down the stretch, and he's been in a zone all night.
Right side George. And there it is for him.
Now you see Paul George stay strong and committed with the basketball, totally focused on finishing.
Bird outside. Ring shot on the way, and he gets the jumper to drop. Bird's got 44.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
George with the ball. Now defended by Şengün. Back to George. Over Şengün. George, no good. Gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Here's Christie. Bird left side. Over Embiid. Bird can't hit. Philadelphia's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. The 3 from George. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. George has got 11 points here in just the 2nd half. Everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And, Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Pass to Bona. Takes the 3. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got his 16th rebound on the night. Bird against Edwards. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Philadelphia's gone over and over to the 3-point shot in the 4th quarter. 4 of 9. Oubre for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Oubre's got 9 points in the quarter.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the 3-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Bird inside the 3-point line and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Lowry kicks to Edwards. For 3, Oubre. That one doesn't go. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Back to Şengün. Bird outside. Back to Şengün. Out left to the wing. Puts up a deep 3. No good. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. They poured
this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now, our player of the game, Larry Bird.
All right, Team Bird getting back on it after the blowout against the Minnesota Timberwolves last night where they got just completely dominated. This was expected. I mean, the 76ers are, I think they're the bottom-ranked Eastern Conference team, so this was an expected win. Look at that field goal percentage, 60% for the game. Sixers have no defense whatsoever. They've got nothing. Assists, totally Team Bird. Bench points, Team Bird. Second chance points, Team Bird. Points in the paint. You would think they would have won that with Embiid, but they didn't. Team Bird crushed it there, and they actually got and ran on these guys. I would have thought the Sixers would have run the fast break game. They actually won that. The blocks went to Team Bird. You would have thought they'd have won that with Embiid. Steals, they just got out everything. That's why they're going to be in the lottery. Let's go with the box score. Embiid, solid game. Can't hate him. Hey, same as always. 33 points, 14 boards. But he just never took the game over. I mean, look at that. No defensive impact. No blocks. No assists. Didn't get anybody involved. Just all he did was go out there. All he did was go out there and got his. Let's take a look at his highlights. He played great. I mean, individually. Great performance by Embiid. He killed us, man, individually. But he didn't get his teammates going. That's the difference. That's what you got to do, man. You got to get your teammates going. That's what basketball is all about, man. It's about five moving as one. He killed us. Paul George, I think Tall George too. He shot very extraordinarily well from downtown. He went 5 for 10 from downtown. Extraordinary. As did Kelly Oubre, went 4 for 5. Extraordinary performance from downtown, in my opinion, for him. Tyrese Maxey just never got into it. 5 for 16. I know what I think. Patrick Beverly. The reason why Tyrese Maxey didn't happen is because Patrick Beverly happened. He was killing Fred VanVleet. Let's take a look at the first quarter here. Look at the first quarter. I had Fred VanVleet on in the first quarter. He destroyed him. Then Patrick Beverly happened. Nothing. Goose egg. Second half, nothing. Third quarter, nothing. Fourth quarter, 2 points. Pat Beverly went to work on this boy, man. You got to give it to the old vet, man. You got to respect them vets, man, defensively. He went to work on Tyrese because he was killing Fred VanVleet in the first half. First quarter, rather. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at Team Bird. Larry Bird, what more can you say? Yet again, another 46 points, 5 boards, 4 assists, 1 steal, no turnovers, 20 for 33 from the field, 4 for 7 from downtown. The Birdman continues just in the modern era, just having no problem getting his shot off. Today's game is tailor-made for him. It's tailor-made for him. He scores so effortlessly. Like even in my Michael Jordan series, Jordan scored more points than Bird, but Bird scores more effortlessly than Jordan because he has that ability to stretch the floor out with three-point shooting. Whereas Jordan, it's more of a Jordan more or less physically imposes himself on the game. You can just call ISOs, and he'll just because the lane's so wide open, he'll just get in the lane, and elevate on people. Whereas Bird, you just call plays. He just cuts, catches, shoots. He just uses half-inch moves and gets open. It's effortless, really. You don't have to work hard to get shots with this guy. You really don't. I mean, he's 6'9" with one of the greatest shooting touches, if not the greatest shooting touch we've ever seen. So it's just almost impossible to stop the guy, quite frankly, in any era, but much less in today's game where the game is so free-flowing. Şengün played great tonight. Best performance, I thought, especially in the first quarter. First quarter, he came out and really took it to them inside. Went 5 for 8, scored 10 big points in the paint. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of his highlights. This is the Şengün. This is the Şengün we've been waiting for. Because if we get this Şengün in the playoffs, it's going to be problems. That's the Şengün they've been waiting for out here in Team Larry. That's against Embiid right there. He did that. 2 guys on him scoring those jump hooks, those Tim Duncan like jump hooks in the lane. That's what you're looking for. Those classic long Tim Duncan like looks over guys. You don't want them shooting fadeaways. Shoot those little jump hooks in the lane from 2 feet from the basket. You're golden, man. Especially when you got mismatches. He'll be golden. If he has to be consistent, man. We're gonna keep feeding him. He got 16 attempts tonight. Last game I think he went 4 for 16 in the last game. Tonight he went 11 for 16. Durant played great as usual. Good defensive performance. 18 big rebounds. Just a model of consistency. Wagner off the bench. Hit a 3-pointer. Got out and ran the floor. Had some good transition layups. Bowl. Good defense off the bench. Moving without the ball. Ben Simmons coming out there. Look at that. 6 assists from Ben Simmons off the bench. How about that? Patrick Beverly even too. 4 assists. And got a block and a steal off the bench. And where's Christie? Christie with 11 points off the bench. Hit 2 threes. Good solid performance for Team Bird. Bouncing back after that horrible. Man, if you go back and watch that Minnesota game, it was just. They just got murdered against Minnesota. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Bird, man. Look at that, man. Floater, left hand. Just going to the basket. He just fooled Paul George with a head fake and got him. Nice steal. Finger roll off the glass. Another rebound. Little leaner, side leaner with a guy on his hip. That's what I'm talking about. He scores so effortlessly. Like he can angle his body in positions to free up the shot. And the fact that he puts the ball behind his head like that, it's almost impossible to block his jumper unless you time it up perfectly. So, but with that being said, guys, that's the story from this particular game. Let's go ahead and move on and see who's up next. As we are coming down to the end of this season. We got 4 games to go for Team Larry. They are taking on the Phoenix Suns out in the Valley of the Sun coming up next for them. But next up is going to be Team Showtime going into Dallas to take on, I believe, the number 2 seed at the time. Let's see. Let's go ahead and simulate to that day and see what they'll be officially on game day. Nope, they're number 3 seed, right behind OKC. So let's go ahead and take a look at the playoff picture as it stands today. Out west, we have the Los Angeles Lakers tied in a 3-way freaking triple threat match for the AFC. How about that? 40-38, 40-38, 40-38 for Memphis, LA, and the Pelicans. All tied for that all-coveted 8th spot. Trying to avoid being on the road in the play-in tournament because the AFC has to play, I believe the number, I don't know how it goes, but I believe that the 9 and the 10 have to play the 8 in the 8th house to defend, I think. I don't know how it goes. We'll find out when it all comes together. Phoenix, man, they just really, they were there, but, man, I don't think it's over for them yet because they're only, well, yeah, it's kind of over. Because they're, yeah, it's over, man. I don't say it's over. I think it's like, how many games they have left? How many games they have left? How many games they have left? They have played, oh, man, they're done. They only got 2 games. 3 games left. They've already played 79 games. Yeah, they're done. They're done. Phoenix is done. There's no way they can move up. They only got 3 games to play. That's just to get that unless LA and Memphis were to complete and the Pelicans were to lose all of their games and they won all 3 games, then they could move up and be in the play-in. Then it would come down to tiebreakers, I believe, the division tiebreakers. So they need a lot of luck. They need to win all 3 games and hope everybody else loses. That's what happens when you don't do your homework, man. You gotta rely on cheat sheets, and that never works. At some point, you're gonna get caught. So let's take a look up here at the top end at the real winners. Las Vegas, number 1, as we all know. OKC. Gilgeous Alexander just turned their season around. Remember, he was out at the beginning of the season. They are the hottest team in the NBA also. They are currently on an 8-game winning streak. Gilgeous missed 25 games, and yet they still won 56 games. That is crazy. That's crazy. It's like they would go on like an 8-game winning streak, lose a game, then start another streak, and just, man, crazy. Minnesota's number 4 seed, San Antonio's number 5, so they could potentially match up. That would be interesting, Gobert versus Wembanyama in the paint. We've already seen what Gobert can do. You see what he did? You saw what he did to Team Bird. They just destroyed Team Bird inside, rebounding-wise. Even with Şengün, even with the front line of Larry Bird, Şengün, and Duran. So Denver's in at number 7. They're in the play-in tournament. They could potentially move down, so it's not a lock just yet. So all these aren't locked. The positions aren't necessarily locked in, but they're in the playoffs, though. So the only thing that we're waiting on right now is find out what's going to happen with these guys. New Orleans, LA, and Memphis. Man, that's going to be a wicked dance. That's going to be wicked. Meanwhile, out east, Team Bird up front, 63-15, followed by the New York Knicks, who pretty much the whole freaking show. Indiana would be up higher, but they had injuries to Pascal Siakam and Tyrese Halliburton. No, it was not an Achilles. In case you guys are wondering, it was not an Achilles injury. But Tyrese was out, but he came back. They turned their season around to the number 6 seed. They're most likely will match up with, well, it's not done yet because they can still move up to the 5th seed, possibly the 4, but with 3 games or 4 games to go in this season, it's not likely because they would need the Cavs and Celtics to lose, and they have to win out to move up to that particular seed's place. So they're probably locked in number 6. It'll most likely be Atlanta taking on the Indiana Pacers in the first round. Meanwhile, down here in the play-in land, I think the play-in's locked up. Yep, it's over. That's it. It's going to be, we got Chicago's in, Magic's in, and we're waiting on Brooklyn or Miami. That's it. It's the last 2 spots. Last spot. Brooklyn and Miami for the play-in tournament. Man, I tell you, the Eastern Conference is weak, man. Look at these records. You wouldn't even be in the playoffs with some of these. Look at the top, like the bottom seeds. Like the number 5 seed has 48-30. The Eastern, see what I'm saying? Like the number 5 seed out west is 48-30. Meanwhile, the number 3 seed is 46-31. You wouldn't even be number 3. Like that would get you out west is enough to get you the number 6 seed. But out east is enough to get you the number 3 seed. That's how weak the Eastern Conference is compared to the West, man. West is just full of just powerhouse teams. It's crazy. But that's the story going on out there, guys. Next game coming up is going to be Team Showtime going on the road to play the number 3 seed, Dallas Mavericks. What's going to happen? Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving, Klay Thompson, P.J. Washington, they're healthy. Derek Lively, they have a good front line. But we know what Showtime's all about. Running and gunning, baby. I'm looking at that Amen Thompson, Anthony Davis matchup. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting because we know. My thing is, are they going to post up Amen Thompson with Anthony Davis and draw a double? Because you probably have to double team. That might have us have to adjust and put Magic Johnson on Anthony Davis if they start doing that. If they don't and let him off the hook, we'll just stay solid and stay man-to-man with our original matchups. But I'll tell you one thing's going to happen. Magic Johnson will be posting up Kyrie Irving. Look for that in this game coming up. So with that being said, guys, thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please consider giving this video a like, subscribing to the channel, and hitting that notification bell so you can be there when I go live with all this action, with all this NBA action, or any kind of action, whether it's professional wrestling or shooter games or whatever heck I come up with. Just be there, come out, hang out with me, let your hair down, let your problems as the day go for an hour or 2 or whatever. And check out my playlists. They're all there for your viewing pleasure. If you miss anything, go there and check it out. And make sure you like it too. Please Please do. Please like. If you like it, give it a like. Don't like it just because you don't like it. Don't like it just because. Like it because it's good. But that's it. I will see you guys in the next video as we are coming to the close of the 1986 Larry Bird versus 1987 Magic Johnson in the Modern Era Series as the regular season comes to close with 4 games to go till playoff time. It's heating up. I'll see you guys next time.